Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start. Fielded in the end zone, it's Watkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will have the first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it.
Breaks into the open. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. The most mind-boggling stat from last season is that Ole Miss trailed for a grand total of 2 minutes all year long and somehow lost 3 games and missed the playoff.
Yeah, it was incredible, but it was a great year. You saw the line of scrimmages for Ole Miss really take over. Offensive and defensive lines, that was the strength of their team that allowed them to thrive, to win more games, to be more dominant. Palmer reloading a lot of guys in those new spots.
Including a quarterback. No more Jackson Dart. Obviously, he was a huge part of their success. The last several years, really, we always expect Lane Kiffin to find a good one. This year, that position's got to play well.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense has the ball for the first time. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was 2 big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The Rebels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got an open man. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Pulls it in. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the tight end. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A 70-yard touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Hold and fire complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give on the option. Running to Green. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Green. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it along the sideline. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. This time he's got it. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Snares it outside, it's high. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Got his man downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Offense, quick tempo.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Diggs. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Grabbed behind the line. It's Haas. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Rebels line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Rebels! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wisconsin. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Green. Makes the grab. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw again. On target. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The play action fake. Under fire. On the move and looking deep. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Here's a heat. He's going to run it. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, what a big-time play for this defense. Backed up, they come after the quarterback, and they get a hit, and it's a physical one. get the football out, and man, do they set their offense up with great field position inside the 10-yard line.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He'll pull it on the read. Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas!
So nice to have the run game, so nice to trust in it, so nice to cut this game to a one-possession game. Halftime now becomes a lot more bearable. Coaches ain't yelling and screaming. We got to get this fixed, but we got some positive mojo on our side.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lacey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Makes the catch. It's Stribling.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Back to throw, it's Simmons. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Lee. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Stribling. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 and pick up a 15. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. This will likely be the last play of the half. Pocket breaking down. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
And the Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Back to throw, it's Green. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll run play action. Almighty, this crowd is ready. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Pulls it in. It's Lee. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Yeah, quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
Caught behind the line. It's Stribling. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. He wants to throw it again. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop for this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. The give to the tailback. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Green. He's got him in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Hunt is on its way. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Makes the grab. It's Wallace. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Gonna run it. It's Diggs. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking downfield at Simmons. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You got to be so careful too, David, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights. Good. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. On the ground, it's Hill. Turning it on! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. He'll keep it himself. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to pass. It's Green. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Quarterback on the keeper. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. He's looking to throw. Here comes the heat. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Lacey. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Makes the catch. It's Lee.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Looking for room. It's Washington. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. First play of the first possession of OT. They'll leave it with him. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. To the air, it's Green. Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Looking to throw on first down. The screen, and watch out. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Lee. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. A touchdown ends the game here in overtime. It's 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He got it in! A walk-off touchdown in overtime!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, Dave.
Free. Yeah, right. If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome back and